Hello guys, in this video we are going to be creating a database in our Appwrite account. A database is just used to store user information such as the your username, email, password, and informations like that. Normally most websites they should have a sign up and login page, and they will have a database to store your information. So in this video we are going to be creating the database in our Appwrite, and we are going to create a new project actually for this particular tutorial. So let's head on to the console. Okay, we are here in the console. We are going to create a new project by clicking this button. Then we'll call it my project. So click next. The default region is Frankfurt. So if you want, you can just click notify me when these ones are available. So I don't need to do that. I'll create my project called my project. So it's been created. So we have to wait a bit for it to display. Okay, this is my project, the project I've created, and this is the ID for the project. So now we'll move on to the database. So a good thing about Upright is that it makes everything easy. You don't have to go through the long stress that you would have to go through. Maybe if you are using a framework or a programming language, and you have to configure a lot of things, and that's a lot of stress. And Upright just reduces the complexity of everything and makes it easy for everyone. And it's also another great thing about Upright. So we're going to click this create database button. So add a database name. So let's call it my database. So we can put our own ID here, or if we leave it blank, it just generates a random ID. So I think here we'll leave it blank, and we'll create the database. So the database has been created. You can see the ID, the date and time, everything. So we're also going to create a collection. So we'll just go back to the overview. Okay, before we move on to that, let's actually look into the database and the usage. So here you can look at maybe the total number of times the database has been used and the number of database. So it's actually showing zero. So we've not used it for anything. Zero total database. So okay. So now we are going to create the collection. So just what you're going to do is just click the database, then you see a create collection button. So click this and you enter the collection name. So we'll still go with my collection for the name. Okay. And also we're still going to leave here blank. So just a random ID will be created. So now we've created our collection. So now you see this, we're going to walk through all of this. So documents, you don't have any documents here. So let's move on to attributes. There's nothing here is blank for now. Indexes, activity, then usage. So it just shows maybe shows how much has been used, and it's actually zero. We just created it, so we've not used it for anything like that. So if you go to the settings, here you see enable, so we can enable and disable the collection. So name can here you can update the name of the collection if you want to change it to something else, or if you just want to change it to my collection, add an S, update, and look here, that's been updated. But we'll just leave it back to what it was before, my collection. So now display name. Concerning the attributes for the collection. And once again, we just created, so that's not for that. Permissions. Here you can select or add a row, a specific row for people who can, maybe users who can access your collection. If you want to restrict it to particular users. So here's the document security. As you should read here, when the document security is enabled, users will be able to access documents. So you can enable that, but I'm not going to do that. Disabled by default. And here is the final place. You can delete your collection. So if you click delete, it will show you, are you sure you want to delete? But I don't want to delete it, but let me show you. You see, we've deleted the collection that we just created. And we can still create a new one. I'll leave it blank. Yes, you've created the same collection that was just deleted. So let's go back to database. So for this video, and the next video, it will be more about Appwrite tutorials.